Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. How's it going? Who's howling? Minnesota Timberwolves fans, are you howling out there? What do Mavericks fans do? What do they do? Yeehaw? I'm not sure. Not a Mavericks fan. But game two, Minnesota Timberwolves versus Dallas Mavericks, Western Conference Finals, Astrology game prediction. Here we go. Thanks for joining me, those of you that did on Wednesday for game number one. As a Timberwolves fan, I was bummed out about the loss, but as an astrologer, got the call correct. I had the Timberwolves losing on Wednesday, unfortunately, and they lost. So gonna go over a little bit of that and then gonna jump into the chart for tonight. So thanks again, everybody, for swinging on through, whether you're watching now, later, whenever. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna jump over to the chat here. Hey, Will, how's it going? Good to see you. I was just going to say, how's your summer? But it's not technically summer yet, but how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh, hola, ¿cómo estás, summer home? Muy bien. Muy bien? Yeah. Ça va? I'm going to do French now. But yes, very good on the Spanish there. I haven't gotten on my Duolingo. Duolingo is probably going to start sending me sad faces that I'm ignoring it, but I got to get back on there. I think I get like 1 or 2 days streak and then I kind of forget, but I need to get back on there. So, how do you say good evening too? I can't even, buenos dias, that's good day. Buenos tardes, that's see you later, right? Somebody help me out. Not quite sure. But all right, thanks again, everybody, for joining me. I'm just going to go over some stuff from game one before I get into game two. So I got my trusty nerd notes over here, people, like I do. And so the final, actually, I just wrote this down, so I'm going to put it up here. But game one. So the game one prediction that I had was, like I said, the Timberwolves losing. I had the score of 95, Wolves 95, Dallas 105. So I had a 1 to 10 point spread for Dallas to get the victory. Dallas ended up winning by 3. The final score 108 to 105. So again, as a Timberwolves fan, damn it. But as an astrologer, like, okay, got that one right. Hope everybody had a great full moon too. That was yesterday. We can still kind of feel the effects. There was a full moon in Sagittarius. So all the Sages out there, some extra energy. And then too, I made mention of during game one that I thought Dallas would win, but I thought there might be some like weirdness at the end, maybe like a buzzer beater or something going, the game going into overtime. And there was a little bit of weirdness actually because I think it was Mike Conley for the Timberwolves got fouled on the 3-point line. So then he got to go to the line with like 7 seconds left. And if he would have made all of his free throws, the Wolves would have been within 1 point with like 7 seconds left. So I consider that some weirdness there at the end. So yeah, there was some weirdness. And Dallas got the victory. And on to game two. So we shall see what happens tonight. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I missed you back. Thanks for joining. I'm hoping I'm going to try really hard to do at least a prediction, if not a live stream, for every game of this series. So I'm going to try for that. So hopefully I can. Oh, buenas noches. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So yeah. Game one happened. Anything else I wanted to write down? Pretty much just that was kind of the weirdness that I maybe saw from game one prediction about the ending, like buzzer beater victory, something going to the game going into overtime, and it didn't, but Dallas fouling on a 3-pointer with like 8 seconds left or 7 seconds left to give Minnesota a chance to bring it within 1. I mean, it was a good game though. Very good game. Hoping tonight's going to be good as well. And, dude, just in general, Charles Barkley has been spotted around town. So he went to there's a restaurant here called the Red Cow. They have a Charles Barkley burger. So he went there. It's in Northeast Minneapolis. He also went to a very popular, like, ritzy steakhouse here. It's called Manny's. So the people have been around town. And apparently downtown is just completely popping tonight, too, because the Minnesota Twins also have a home game tonight. And it's Star Wars night at the Twins game. So maybe some people are at the Twins game as well. All right, so I'm going to pull up the chart and then I'm going to start talking about what I think is going to happen tonight with the game. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. Appreciate it. And yeah, is Kevin Garnett going to show up tonight, people? Is he going to show up? Rumor. And then, too, Minnesota sports fans and NFL fans, I heard a little snippet that there is rumors that Randy Moss might be attending the game tonight. So that would be really, really cool. I mean, everybody's there. All the pretty people are there. So, yeah, let me pull up the chart here, and then I am going to break it down and share with what my findings, basically. So let me get it pulled up. I almost invited guests. I don't know who that would have been, but I have it pulled open on 2 pages here, so I want to pick the right one. All right, here we go. Wolves, Mavs, game number 2, Friday, Minneapolis. Game time slated for 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, and then I heard a little after 7, but I'll just go with 7:30 because that's what I saw online. If anybody knows before I start reading this chart if it's supposed to start at a different time, like a little earlier, let me know. But I'm going to go with 7:30 because the time is ever so important. Bob, woohoo! Go Wolves, Skull. I love that. Everything intertwined. Yeah. So Randy Moss hopefully be at the game. Justin Jefferson was at the game the other night on Wednesday too. So, and I think there were some other Vikings players there. I mean, everybody was there. I was not, but Bob, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. All right, so here's the chart for tonight, everybody. It looks kind of similar to the chart from the other night as well. Both of the teams are represented by a planet, so I'm going to just dive right into that. So Minnesota Timberwolves, they're the home team tonight. They're represented right over here by the first house, which lands in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So tonight, the Timberwolves are ruled by the planet Mars. And Mars is actually right over here in the sign of Aries. And Mars naturally rules Aries and Scorpio. So I like that for the Timberwolves already. Not to mention that it's in the Timberwolves' 5th house, and that 5th house represents games and entertainments. So very fitting. So I like that for the Timberwolves. And then now we can look at Dallas. So Dallas, they're represented by house number 7. You can't really see the 7. It's kind of hiding in there below Jupiter. And then, so the 7th house falls in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So that was just my dog growling. I don't know what that's about, if anybody heard that. Okay, that was a new one. I think she's looking at the blinds that are like blowing in the wind right now. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. So anyway, I was like, what was that? So we got Venus representing the Dallas Mavericks tonight, and then we have Mars representing the Timberwolves. So Venus and Mars going at it tonight. Now, these were the same 2 planets that were representing the teams on Wednesday night because similar time and same location in Minneapolis. So I might need to go shut those blinds because now they're blowing. It's windy. Now they're making noise, and now it's bothering me. So anyway, both the same planets tonight. The moon, I always talk about the moon because she is very, very important. The moon rules everything. There's time. And then I'm going to have to go shut the blinds. Otherwise, she's going to not stop freaking out. All right, Corey, I'm going to come to your comment. Good to see you. All right, I got to go shut the blinds. Otherwise, my dog and me are just going to be focused on that. So I will be right back. Okay. Now they won't blow anymore. All right, everybody, back. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Corey, good to see you. I know. Long time no see. How you been? Used to be a Mavs fan. Oh, I love Dirk Nowitzki too. Such a good player. Yes, back in the day. When you beat the Heat for the NBA title, when they did, but that was many years ago. You don't follow basketball anymore. Well, that's fair. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. It's hard to follow everything. But Corey, it's always good to see you. So thank you for joining us. Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Yes, I'm hoping that the Wolves are going to bounce back tonight too. And I'm just about to dive into that. So Ryan, you joined at the perfect time. Happy Friday to you, sir. Always good to see you. So again, both of these teams, Wolves, Mars, Dallas, Venus tonight. And then the moon, like I said, the moon rules the people, and timing is really important with the moon as well. So always want to look at the moon. And the moon, we just had the full moon yesterday. So right now she's waning after the full moon. And another thing for this evening is, since the moon is so important just with everything, we have what's called a void moon tonight. So basically what that means is the moon is wandering. It's like she's kind of lost, she's kind of just out on her own. It basically means that the moon isn't talking to any of these other planets until she moves into the sign of Capricorn. So she's got a few degrees left in, hey, thank you, in Sagittarius before she moves into Capricorn. So we got a wanderer tonight. She's wandering. All right. Oh yeah, Corey. Yep, I saw that, Corey. Thank you. I don't know why she's barking now all of a sudden. You don't need to bark over there. It's fine. We're talking to people. I think she's still focused on the blinds, even though they're not moving. So sorry about that. All right, so we got a void moon. So that makes it, like, as an astrologer for me, a little bit harder, because the moon, if she's communicating with either Mars, that's the Timberwolves, or Venus, that's Dallas, that might be some more evidence to me on who's going to win. But since the moon is void, she's not doing anything. It makes it a little bit more challenging. So one thing that I said that I liked for the Timberwolves was the fact that Mars is in the sign of Aries, and Mars rules Aries. And it's in the Timberwolves' 5th house of games. Now, if we look at Venus over here for Dallas, the one thing that I don't like for Dallas this evening is that Venus is within a couple of degrees of the sun. So when a planet is within about 3 to 10 degrees, roughly, but we're going to go with it's called an orb, but within about 3 degrees of the sun, it's what's called combust. So it's like a planet gets too close to the sun, so it kind of loses some of its power. So that's what's happening tonight with Dallas. So Venus is at 1 degree of Gemini over here, and the sun is at 4 degrees of Gemini. So I don't necessarily like that for Dallas. And also, Dallas's 5th house of games is over here in the sign of Libra. And Libra is also ruled by Venus. So not only are the Dallas Mavericks themselves ruled by Venus, but their gameplay is also ruled by Venus. And Venus, again, is very, very, very close to the sun. One planet that can come very close to the sun and do well is Mercury. But we're not talking about Mercury right now. We're talking about Venus. So kind of putting those things and many other things kind of into perspective here, I believe that the Timberwolves are actually going to bounce back, and I do believe that the Timberwolves are going to win tonight. Now, I say this every time, but I feel like I always have to say it. I'm a lifelong astrology student, so I'm always learning. I always like to go back and look, and I've been right before, and I've been wrong before. I might be right again, and I might be wrong again. But I love seeing how it plays out, and I definitely went back to the chart for game 1, too, just to look at some things. And, yeah, again, it's just fun to see how it plays out. And, coming back here. Okay, when did I get a dog? She's a rescue. I got her back in January. So, yeah, new. Yeah, she's laying down now over here. Maybe at the end if she gets up. She's made an appearance on one other stream a couple of months ago. But yeah, her name's Gigi. So yeah, she's hanging out over there. She just heard her name, I think. So yeah, I had my patio door open and it was windy. So it was blowing the blinds. And I think I know that's what she was barking at. So anyway, yeah, thanks, Corey. Yeah, she's fun. Oh, cute. Yeah, she says she's howling tonight. She's excited. Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's funny. So I'm just going to go to my notes here again about the game tonight. All right, so we got the void moon. I talked about that. Another thing I just want to touch on too now is Uranus. So Uranus is an unpredictable planet. It's right here. It's unstable. It can cause surprises. And the Dallas Mavericks having Uranus right in their first house, I don't necessarily, let me just say this. I've seen it in the past play out with teams having Uranus in the first house. I haven't seen that bode well in times past, like in football games and charts that I've done. Now, I say that because the Dallas Mavericks won on Wednesday and Uranus was in the same spot because Uranus is it's an outer planet. It moves very, very slowly. So Uranus was there as well. But going back to Venus tonight, she is very, very close to the sun. And also from game one, the full moon was building and the moon was communicating rather with Venus on Wednesday. Now, that's not happening tonight. So, again, I'm picking the Timberwolves to win tonight. I am going to put up my a little official prediction here. But it's really, really hard to get the point spread. That is something that I'm still just really, really working on. Oh, too, before I forget, I do want to say a little kudos to myself because I did get one of the points right on Wednesday. I had Wolves 95, Dallas 105, and the Wolves ended up with 105. So I kind of got there, kind of got close with the points, but that's something that I'm still trying to iron out with the points. But tonight I am going with the Wolves winning. I didn't pick exact points, but I'm going with a victory margin of 3 to 9 points that the Wolves are the victors tonight. As a Wolves fan, my fingers are crossed. As an astrologer, we'll see if the prediction bodes well, but I say this every time too. As an astrologer, I have to stay as objective as possible. I can't be subjective here because otherwise probably just gonna, maybe the Wolves could win. No, gotta stay objective here, but as a Wolves fan, I hope they win, but I say that again every time. Nerd notes. Yeah, I do. Yes, I have the nerd notes for the Vikings, the Timberwolves, all sorts of things. My astrology notes. And then I think that's all I wanted to talk about with the chart. Another thing too, just because we're talking about it and I have the chart still up, is the Timberwolves, they're represented by Scorpio tonight. And Scorpio, the natural ruler, is Mars. So I go with that. But the modern day ruler, the modern day planet that rules Scorpio is Pluto. And Pluto's right over here in Aquarius. And one other thing that I liked for the Timberwolves is that Pluto is in good harmony, good communication with Venus over here. It's in what's called a trine. So Pluto being in an air sign of Aquarius, connecting with Venus in a fellow air sign, and Venus is in Gemini, and Pluto co-rules the Timberwolves tonight. It's kind of like, I read that in a sense, we'll see how it turns out, but the way I'm reading that right now is like the Wolves are going to have a handle on Dallas, where people were talking about a bounce back. It might literally be a bounce back, just not like a 360, but for Timberwolves fans or anybody that was watching the game on Wednesday, the Wolves just kind of looked kind of like they were kind of like a void moon. They were just kind of like wandering. Like they were there and they kept it close, but it still was like something was off. And I guess Chris Finch, the coach for the Timberwolves, kind of got on their ass in practice the other day. And I mean, hey, hold people accountable, no bullshitting. I mean, says it how it is. All right. And then I mentioned this too on Wednesday that both Chris Finch, the head coach for the Timberwolves, and Jason Kidd, the coach for the Dallas Mavericks, both of them, Chris Finch is a Scorpio and Jason Kidd is an Aries. So funny enough too, both for them, since Mars rules Scorpio and Mars also rules Aries, Mars being in the sign of Aries, a sign that it rules, it's kind of like extra oomph and power for both of these coaches too. So that's kind of interesting that they're both Martians ruled by Mars. Jason Kidd being an Aries and Chris Finch being a Scorpio. And also kind of funny too that the Wolves are represented by Scorpio and their head coach is a Scorpio. So it's always kind of funny. Yeah, that's right, Corey. You are a Scorpio. Yeah, you might be feeling a little extra oomph too with Mars being in the sign of Aries, just because Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. So you might be feeling a little bit of that too. But yeah, that's what I think for tonight. I have the Wolves winning. We'll see what happens. And yeah, any other things that I feel like I missed on? I don't think so. But overall, again, like one of the bigger things, just because this chart tonight looks so similar to Wednesday because it's same location, same time, same planets ruling each team. But the fact that the moon has now moved into the later degrees of Sagittarius and she's wandering around, she's not giving that extra energy to Venus, which rules Dallas. And right now, tonight, Venus, she's moving ever so closer to the sun. So she's what's called again combust, where it gets really, really close. It's like that energy of that other planet that's so close to the sun kind of gets burned up a little bit. But one exciting thing astrologically that we do have coming up is a Sun Venus cazimi. So that's really, really potent energy. It's when Venus will actually move within 17 minutes of the same degree that the sun is. So basically, Venus and the sun are going to be right smack dab on each other. And with another planet being in the heart of the sun, it's a really good time for like love, or if people plant flowers, if you haven't done that yet, a good time for that. Maybe a good time to launch maybe like new style, new hairstyle, maybe some new clothes, maybe like a little makeover, something like that. And it's all dependent on where these planets are in your personal chart. So it's just kind of like a vague overview. But we do have a Sun Venus cazimi coming up. I'm not exactly sure the date, but it'll be relatively soon. Again, that's when a planet's in the heart of the sun. So Venus and the sun will be right smack dab on the same degree. But for right now, Venus is combust and Venus rules the Mavericks tonight. So I don't like that for the Mavericks. And again, the Timberwolves are ruled by Mars. Mars is in a sign that it rules in Aries. Not to mention, Mars is in the Timberwolves' 5th house of games and entertainment. So, taking the Wolves tonight. Hopefully, as a Timberwolves fan, we'll be howling. And then if they do win, too, hopefully I'll get an extra yay as an astrologer. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, though. But thanks, everybody, for sticking with me for the planetary pregame. All right. James, how's it going? Always good to see you. Yes, I hope I enjoy the game too. Best of luck. Thank you. We will take it. We need it. And still, every time I see you in here, James, I just have to keep giving you credit for giving Kevin O'Connell the nickname Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell. Because it's so damn funny. And I wish I would have thought of it because it's so good. But yeah, so that's what I have for tonight. Does anybody have any other thoughts? I got the sun beeping in over here now. What time do we have? Ooh, about an hour before game time. And since I started too, I didn't hear anything about KG being at the game for this evening. I did hear, obviously everybody wants him to come. I did hear that Jimmy Jam mentioned that he should come back. For those of you that don't know, there's a lot of animosity between Kevin Garnett, former Timberwolves, probably at this point the greatest Timberwolves player of all time, without question. Anthony Edwards is sneaking up for that title. But, I mean, KG and Timberwolves owner Glenn Taylor, no, don't get along. Kevin Garnett has said, he's not going to come back until Glenn Taylor's not the owner of the team anymore. Why isn't KG's jersey up in the rafters yet? Yeah, some animosity there. And Kevin Garnett has his sun sign, which represents like who you are at your core, your life force. His sun sign is in Taurus. Taurus, they're the bull. Like they will stick their feet in the mud and will not move until they feel like moving. So they are hard to budge. And if you think that, you're just going to push a bull, not going to work. So it's going to have to be on, his terms. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, if technically this could potentially be the Wolves' last home game of the season, technically it could be, because they're here for 2 and then they go to Dallas for 2. So if Dallas sweeps them, tonight could be the last type opportunity for Kevin Garnett to come back to Minnesota. And also Fridays are ruled by Venus as well. Kevin Garnett's sun sign is in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. But like I was mentioning earlier, Venus is combust right now. She's very, very close to the sun. So I don't know. It's like I'm trying to get more of a vibe on like what I think. And I kind of thought that he was going to show up. And there's part of me that like still maybe thinks he might show up tonight. Just because, again, it might be the last game. But yeah, I don't know. All right. Let me come back for a second. Jade, you should be on Fox 9 News. They were talking Wolves this morning. You can have okay, I agree with you, Corey. Maybe we should all try for that because they need to do that. I feel like one day, like, I could be on ESPN doing, they could do their little thoughts, what they think, and they're like, let's go to Jade over here and see what the sky has to say. And then I can do what I'm doing right here for the masses. I don't know why they don't do that. I don't know why they haven't called me yet. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Pat McAfee, do you need to have an astrology section on your show? And 2, the other evening, after I went live, I saw Charles Barkley say that he thought that the Mavericks were going to take it. I mean, it could just be coincidence, but Charles Barkley, are you watching the channel? I know some of them watch the channel. Not saying that like NBA people or Charles Barkley does, but Minnesota Vikings people, I know they watch the channel. Because I'll say things, I'll make little predictions and things, and then I'll hear the exact same thing afterwards. Suspicious. But yes, Corey, I agree with you. Thank you. We should be running that station. And then I'd already be on there. Grandizer, hello. How are you? Happy Friday. Are you working tonight? Or you got the night off? Hope all is well. Team Aries, we were talking about you. Oh. Okay. Northern Lights. I did not see them. And people had pictures everywhere. I looked. I was up. And I didn't see them. Okay. And I wasn't even in the city. I was visiting family. So I was away from, and I was at the lake too. So I was away from the pollution, the light pollution. So I'm like, what the hell? Pissed that I didn't see him. Was it Friday? Because it was Friday, Saturday, I think, like, what was it, 2 weeks ago or so? The Friday night, when I did take my dog out, it was later. It did kind of look like something was like maybe starting to like form. Kind of what I thought, but I mean, it wasn't. I didn't see it. But side note, I did go see the corpse flower at the Como Conservatory, and I guess it finally opened. I was like a couple of days late. People were like waiting in line for 2 hours to see this flower that blooms like every 7 years, and it smells like rotting flesh. And when we went, me and my friend, it hadn't opened yet, but we could still kind of smell it. Yeah. So even when it wasn't open, but it was really cool to see it. But I guess it finally opened. Horace, desperately seeking a minute. Yeah, exactly. Seriously. Yeah. Vikings. They're actually right around the corner, funny enough. And I'm sure we're going to see some Vikings at the game tonight. And Grandizer, I don't think you were on for this too, but, rumor has it that Randy Moss is going to be at the game tonight. So, yeah, you got the skull sound going. Yeah, I need a howl button here. Why didn't I get a damn Timberwolf button here? I had one before on one of my other streams. I could have gotten it ready. Damn it. I'm ill prepared. Maybe I can find one here quick. I guess my dog was barking earlier, so that counts, right? Let me try to find something. Oh, I bet this will make me listen to an ad. 25 wolves howling. Wolves howling. Okay. It's probably going to make me listen to an ad. Oh, what is this? Okay, this is stupid. I want sound, not pictures. Let's see. Okay, got it. We're howling over here. Was watching Texas Front Porch the other day. Ooh, okay. Trying to see if my dog's reacting. Oh, she kind of is now, a little bit, now that I turned it off. Okay, back over here. You're watching Texas Front Porch the other day. They were talking about witches. Do you know any good or bad witches there in your area, your circles? I only run with the good ones. But Grandizer, are you familiar with I think you're familiar with Varla Ventura. I know you don't really watch, the other radio station or whatever, but I think you've seen shows with her on before. The author, she's a witch, and she's local here where I am. She's in Minnesota. So I don't know her, but I don't know her, but I think she's a good one, right? Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, don't want to do any hexes or anything because that could come back negatively. You have to work tonight. I don't even want to talk about work. I'm just glad it's the weekend. Work's just stressful. Work is work. They call it work because it's work. So happy to have work, but I am happy that it is the weekend that I'm off right now. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten yet. What's tonight? I did have the air fried tofu the other night that I was talking about. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might make some lentil pasta with some hummus or something. Maybe some air fried vegetables. Probably what I'll do. I kind of eat the same thing all the time. I'm kind of boring. I haven't seen Kitty since you last asked, but I think she's doing good. I miss her. Any plans for the weekend that you'd like to share? I am planning on doing another stream on Sunday. Fingers crossed. And I'm also hoping to go to the lake for the weekend, but it's kind of wet and wild right now, but that's my plans. What about you? Are you working all weekend or what? Get a seal cry to go with oh my gosh, I should. Okay, we need to remember this for when the Viking season starts because yes, I need to get a seal, like the or like the clapping. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Good idea. Why didn't we think of this sooner? What the hell? But yeah, that's hilarious because the Skull chant, again, people, it's cool. I like the song, but the clapping over our heads, I don't do it. I refuse. Even at games, I don't do it. I'll sing the song, whatever. But I want people to understand it needs to stop. We're like the laughing stock of everyone else. Any other team do that? No, because it's stupid. I want to know who it was that started it. I want to know who started it, and I wanted to know who decided that it's going to be a thing because it is dumb as hell. With all due respect to Vikings fans and Vikings Nation, I am a Vikings fan. You people know this. For those of you that don't, I am a Vikings fan, but what the hell? It's embarrassing. It is honestly embarrassing. Enough. Okay. Get me going on this skull clapping. I mean, that's fine though. Yeah, the sound a seal does. Seal the animal, not the singer. That's funny. What's Seal doing? The singer. What's he up to? I feel like Kiss from a Rose. And then what else? He's got a very good voice though. Let's see. James, what do you got? Are you following Caitlin Clark's journey in the program? I would like Indiana to win a game just to see the media. Okay. I don't watch college sports a lot. But obviously she's been like a huge story, so I know about it. And I just kind of have heard through the grapevine that she's just getting a load of garbage. And like, yeah, they're just getting ridiculed because they haven't won a game yet. But to my understanding, the Indiana Fever, like, weren't this amazing, amazing team. And yeah, it's like, get off her back a little bit. It's like I'm sure it's like being in a pressure cooker, and she's obviously an insanely talented basketball player. And it's like some people might need a little bit of time adjusting. That doesn't mean that she's going to be a flop or anything in the NBA or the WNBA. It's like some people just take a little time to adjust. And it's so crazy too how she was drafted and then like the next day pretty much they were playing games. So yeah, I think it's kind of shitty. And but on the plus side, I think what she's doing for women's sports is amazing. I'm pretty sure I heard this the other day, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think the Lynx, the Minnesota Lynx and Indiana Fever game has sold out. I could be wrong there, but I mean, we're very, very close to Iowa. So it's probably the closest game for Iowan fans to see her. But yeah, I think it's great what her and a bunch of other players too, like Paige Becker's, like a whole bunch of them are doing for, the women's sports, college and now professional too. So yeah, all about it. Yeah, I like her too. She's cool. Yeah, Barlow's in Minnesota. I mean, I don't know her, so like I don't know where exactly, but yeah, she's Minnesota. Because I think she's talked about on the show before that her son is a hockey player, so she's kind of talked about that. But yeah, she's in Minnesota, so that's pretty cool. That's oh no, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Thank you. We are here for, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here for you too. Do you want to talk about your work? Any ranting? If you guys want to rant about your work or something, I mean, rant away. Feel free. This is like, if you want to come here and, rant away, it's like going in the forest and just screaming. Feel free. If you need to do that, go ahead. Sherry, hi! What's going on? Thanks for joining, Sherry. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Friday. All right. Thank you for joining, Sherry. Duke. Okay. Yeah. All right. About your comment there, we don't have to get into like other people's shows like dramatics, but yeah, I was watching a show and there was kind of like some weirdness between them. This is when he was coming on, and yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just like you come to a crossroads, right? And it happens, right? It happens. So, but he has his own channel and stuff, so hopefully he's doing good and stuff. But yeah, it sucks when that shit like gets in the way of something good. Drama and politics gets in the way of something good. Do you go swimming? Yeah, I was thrown in the water when I was a baby. Yeah, I do like to swim. I was not in a swim club. I tried like every sport, but I stuck with basketball and softball the longest. But I tried like swim team or like competitive swimming for like a day. Or no, it wasn't competitive swimming. No. Take that back. It was synchronized swimming. I tried synchronized swimming for like a day or two. But I love to swim. I was a lifeguard in high school too. So yeah, I don't know. I know how to swim. Yeah, I like to swim. You strike me as a person who, oh my God, I didn't even read that. Yeah, I was a lifeguard. That's too funny. Grandizer. That's hilarious. You already knew. I didn't even read that. But yeah, I was a lifeguard in high school. You are correct. And I did swimming lessons too. So but yeah, I just jump right in. Yeah, I love the water. Yes, yeah, she's doing great. And, good for her. Good for her. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. Woohoo. We got Valerie in the house. Yeah, skull, growl, all the animals. Thanks, Valerie. Yes. Oh my gosh, women, I think they have a game tonight too. Don't they have a game tonight too? Shit, I forgot about them. Thank you. Yeah, so we got Timberwolves howling, the twins buzzing around doing the Luke, I am your father, because it's Star Wars night tonight. And then, yeah, I don't think our women's hockey team has a name yet, do they? Valerie, tell me if they do. Good to see you, Valerie. Can't wait to hang out here in a couple weeks. That'll be fun. Oh, yeah, Jade, do you follow? You got the Phoenix Mercury. I try to follow the Minnesota Lynx. Yeah, totally supportive. I really, Lisa Leslie was one of my favorite players growing up. She was on the Sparks. Obviously a fan of Lindsay Whalen. I really like Diana Taurasi too. Like when I was playing basketball, when I was younger, like in junior high school, that elementary school, she's a few years older than me. So it was kind of like the time when she was like, all over the scene. So that's cool. Yeah. Lynx rule. I should try to go to a game this year. I need to. I should make a point of it. Hopefully, yeah, that would be awesome. That would be great. And I mean, I think oh my gosh, I'm turning into a hologram right now. Turning into a hologram. I'm turning into a robot. No, don't say that. Yeah, I hope so too, Ryan. Yeah, get off Miss Clark's back. Last time I checked, it's exactly. Very good point. Here. Very good point. Oh, I skipped I think that was mutual, right? I don't know. I don't get involved in the drama, but I thought that was mutual. I don't know. It happens. Yeah. I think Varla, yeah, she's an author. I think she's written a couple of books. I like to catch her lives. However, I think does she have her own channel too? Or are you talking about when she's on Spaced Out Radio? Because I think she's on Spaced Out Radio like once a month or something. But yeah, I like her on there. She seems cool. Yes. Who's BG? Who's BG? Who is that? Yes, we like Diana Taurasi a lot. She kind of was, I mean, she didn't like give Caitlin Clark shit, but I think she like more or less kind of said, well, you're going to be coming into the WNBA now. So, I mean, Diana Taurasi did kind of make mention of that, obviously it's different, but still at the same time, it's like, yeah, she just joined and coming off of this like amazing college, it's a different thing. It's like, give her a minute. Some people take time to adjust. Taurasi. Oh, there you go. I like that you corrected yourself. I like that. I do that too. Does it have the water sign too? Well, we all have every single zodiac sign within us. We all do. But if you're talking about my sun sign, I'm a sun in Capricorn, and Capricorns are the sea goats. So represented by like the fishtail, and then the front half being the goat, mountain goat. So we go from the very bottom depths of the ocean all the way to the top of the mountain. Granted, it takes us a while to get there, but we get there. But yeah, I have Mars in Scorpio, which is a water sign. I have Pluto in Scorpio. Scorpio's a water sign. My North Node is in Pisces, which is a water sign. So I think that's the only water. I don't have a lot of water in my chart, but that's the water I have. So anyway, but we all, again, every zodiac sign, we all have within us and all make up a part of every single person's birth chart. But those are the planets that I have in water signs. Mars, Pluto, and Scorpio. And then my North Node, one of the nodes of the moon, the dragon's head, or destiny, what we're supposed to go towards, I have that in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is also a water sign. So, anywho, we're on the level. That's funny. Okay, thank you, Valerie. I did not think we had a hockey name yet, but I wasn't 100% sure, so thank you. Thank you. Corey? Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yes. Hometown Hutchinson gal. Yeah. And, I mean, well, whatever. Yeah, no, she's great. And, yeah, it's a bummer, too, back to Lindsay Whalen. But it's what it is, that because she was the head coach of the Minnesota Gophers, the girls team, that it didn't necessarily work out totally well there. But hey, some people play, some people coach, some people do both. And I wouldn't be surprised, too, if Lindsay Whalen, if she wanted to do this at some point, and she's a competitor, it seems. I think Lindsay Whalen is also a Taurus, talking about Tauruses. Maybe she might come up as like a golfer. I hear she's pretty good on the golf course, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a bright idea. No, I don't want to turn into AI like Rami in the TV sci-fi Andromeda. Andromeda? All right. All right, I just have to cross my legs. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to go check out her channel. I did not realize she had a channel. All right. Once every 2 to 3 months. Okay. Maybe I should reach out to her and try to meet her and just be like, "Hi. I live in Minnesota too. I do like astrology witch stuff too." Maybe I should try to do that. I should try to do that. See, we're just coming up with all these good ideas. Oh, Brittany Griner, yes, Valerie. Yeah, glad that she's free. I talked about her quite a bit during that whole fiasco. Shit, and you know what? Now that I think about it, I made a like loose prediction on when I thought she was going to be released from prison, and obviously she was. I need to go back and find that and find how close I got to the timing of that. Valerie, you just reminded me of that. Thank you. You guys are reminding me of so many good things. I gotta write that down. Gosh, when was that? Turning into a hologram again. I need to close my curtain over here. Okay, Brittany Griner. I gotta write that down. Thank you, Valerie. I gotta go back and see when that was. I gotta go fact check myself, everybody. I gotta do it. Maybe like, well, I mean, when was she imprisoned? What was that? Year ago? About this fall? That she got, man, I can't even remember. I gotta go back. All right. Angel, we all have our wings. All right. Yes. Okay. Angel, I know you missed, if you just joined us, you probably missed my breakdown, but yes, I got the Wolves winning tonight. And with the chart, I had it pulled up earlier. Feel free to go back in the stream if you are interested. But yeah, I think it's going to be a bounce back tonight. The Wolves are represented by Mars tonight, and Mars is in Aries. Mars rules Aries, so I like that. And then Venus is ruling Dallas Mavericks tonight. And Venus, she's really close to the sun right now. She's what's called combust. So I don't like that for Dallas. So we'll see what happens, though. Yeah. And I agree. I do think that I think the Wolves are going to get it tonight. Jade, I always get a kick when you had JJ on your stream and you asked him my question about the dog-headed people in medieval art and legend. He had that look like, I don't want any, I vaguely remember that, but what was it? I think we were just trying to explain it to him, right? I shout out to JJ and to Rap too. They were streaming, I think it was last night. I was on their stream. I wasn't on their stream, but I was watching it, supporting Rap and JJ were talking Vikings for like over an hour. They were like going for it. So two of the best there. So shout out to both of them. And if people are not following at JJ Vikings on YouTube, as I just like hit myself, and at Vocal Vike, which is Rap on YouTube, please go subscribe to their channels. JJ is like, he's already a star already, and he's a teenager. So, I mean, one day he's going to be like, probably bigger than like Pat McAfee or something. I mean, he's got such a great work ethic and he just knows his stuff. And I mean, so does Rap too. They're both great. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Survivor. Okay. Sherry, thank you for bringing that up. All right. Because I talked about Survivor on Wednesday too, people. So the Survivor finale was on Wednesday. And no, Sherry, I haven't heard anything yet. I'm still waiting for their call. I haven't heard anything yet, but I am waiting. Survivor. Hello. I got my phone over here. It's ready. I will answer. I am waiting. Third time's a charm. Okay. So for the Survivor nerds out there, there was the finale on Wednesday. And two, another shout out. I don't think he's on here right now, but a lot of you know Payo Time, Canadian LA Rams fan, and me, Payo was a huge Survivor fan too. So me and him actually like talk about Survivor like on Twitter and stuff. So I actually just recently sent him a message asking him what he thought of the Survivor finale. And if you're not following Payo Time on YouTube, please go do that. Another great YouTuber. Like I said, he's a Canadian LA Rams fan. So he does great stuff over there, and he's just a really nice guy. So, anyway, Survivor finale. Did anybody watch? I'm good with the winner. I don't want to do any spoiler alerts over here, or maybe I do. Maybe I do. Get off of here if you don't want to hear any spoilers. Yep. Thank you, Grandizer. Nice. Thank you. You're so quick with that. You're very quick with that. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want to go follow them, please go do it. They're great. I've been on each of their shows. Both of those guys have been on my show. They're awesome. Met them at Schoolfest in person last September. Schoolfest number 2 is coming up in September too, so that's exciting. All right. So back to Survivor. Spoiler alert, people. I'm going to talk about it. If you don't want to hear about it, I don't want you to leave, but leave. Okay. So Survivor season finale. Kenzie was the winner. Happy about that. I think she did deserve it. So it was Kenzie, Charlie, and Ben in the final 3. And I think it was really between Charlie and Kenzie. Ben didn't do anything. And I don't think he should have been surprised that he didn't get a single vote. There was some animosity with Maria, who got voted out before the final 3. And then Maria and Charlie had this bond the whole entire season, like this. And then I really liked Maria. She was a great player, and she lost the immunity challenge. So obviously they had to vote her out. Otherwise, she would have won, probably, going to the final 3. So yes, they had to vote her out. Oh, and then Liz was there too. We'll get to Liz. But then Maria at the end. So for those of you that don't know, when they get down to the final 3 in Survivor, it's the previous people, the jury, the past, I think, 10 or 11 people that got voted out, they're the ones that vote on the winner. So Maria didn't vote for Charlie. She voted for Kenzie, which is fine. I mean, she can vote for whoever she wants to. But the way that all went down was like Maria was such a sore loser because Charlie got her out first, and her and Charlie were working together. And then I thought that was kind of bitter. I kind of thought that, because usually in Survivor, the majority of the time, people seem to vote for the person that literally deserved, I don't know, drama. But happy for Kenzie that she won. Bummed for Charlie because I thought he played a really, really good game too. And it would have been really interesting if the jury votes would have been tied between Charlie and Kenzie, because then Ben would have had to vote for the winner. And I also think it's cool that Kenzie made it into the final 3, because it was Kenzie and Liz that had to do fire making, and Kenzie made the fire. So, I mean, kudos. So anyway, all right. So I'm still waiting on Survivor. I hope they call. Survivor, please call me. Bring me to the island. Come on. Bring me there. I already play Survivor every single day. Every single day. I think everybody does. We play Survivor and we play Game of Thrones at work. It's just how it goes. I mean, and in life. Seriously. I'm convinced of it. Oh, Carnatic. Hi, Max. Thanks for joining. Oh, thank you, Max. I agree. Yes, I'm waiting. Oh, you know what? Too. And let me roll my chair back, people. All right, it's almost 7. 7:30 is game time. Oh, you know what, too, which is really funny. Speaking of JJ, here's a football he signed for me at Schoolfest. So this might be worth a lot of money someday, you guys. So we're talking about JJ. Vikings, not Justin Jefferson. But did you guys hear the news, too, that Justin Jefferson, he's not JJ. He's Jets. All right, Survivor, I got my buff, okay? How much more do you need? How much more do you need? Hello? I'm over here waiting. But yes, thank you, Max. I appreciate that. And thank you for joining. Alrighty. What else do we want to talk about before I go? I'm going to put my buff on. I'm going to put my buff on my wrist to summon them. All right. Let's summon the Survivor producers. Maybe I should do that, actually. Speaking of witches and spellcasting, okay? I need to do that. I'm probably going to cut off my circulation in my hand now. All right. But, and then 2, Angel, this is for you and everybody if you're still on. All right. Gumby has to make a cameo. We got Gumby on. All right. So I think that's all I got, everybody. I don't know. Anybody else want to talk about anything on this Friday? Are y'all out doing something fun? I don't know. So, all right. We're back over here. We'll see if we see Randy Moss at the game tonight, bobbling his head around. But again, rumor has it that he's supposed to be there. We'll keep our eyes peeled for Kevin Garnett. But then back to KG coming to the game too. I also heard rumors and rumblings that KG might come to game 4, or excuse me, game 5. How do we know though that there is going to be a game 5? Anyway, you're welcome. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Of course. Yeah. So you didn't even have to ask now. I should just know. I should just have him over here, actually. Oh, you know what, too? While I'm on here, oh, yeah, Sherry. Yeah, Gumby is very popular. Okay. He's like more popular than I am on the channel. Okay. I got this succulent as a gift. Shout out to Kristen. My godmother gave me this succulent. I named her Sabrina. Okay. Now she has to be repotted, but is she thirsty? Oh God, I want to try to get it in there. Is she thirsty? Oh, there. Plant people. I don't want to kill the succulent. Okay. Is she thirsty? I don't have a pokey, Sherry. No. My cousin gave me this Gumby. My cousin Lindsay, shout out to Lindsay. She's not watching, but shout out to her. She gave me this Gumby, and it's she's like years ago. So no pokey, no. But the story with the Gumby is when we were kids, I always messed up the Gumby song. I always messed it up, like always. I could never get it right. So it's just kind of like a little inside joke. And then this was like, I don't know, years ago, she got me the Gumby. So, all right. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, not thirsty. Because I also was told, or I think Kristen told me, that the plant lady said that the soil needs to be moist before you transplant or up pot it. Okay, but succulents as plant people, I at least know that they don't need a lot of water. All right. So, oh, nice. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, you're a perfect one to ask. I know, Sabrina, isn't that cute? So I got Wendy and my Monstera. She's literally like right to the side of the camera, like right here. She's doing pretty well. I think I did overwater her though, unfortunately. But Wendy, I got as a clipping from my friend Asia years ago. Asia has a total green thumb. I think she might be on, but I'm not sure. But Wendy's doing really, really good. And then Kristen, my godmother, she had given me this succulent in December. And this one, plant talk now, people, which is cool. This one had 3 in there. And then the other one, it was totally shriveled up. And I think it's doing okay. Just not the best with succulents, but I am kind of worried about this one as well. This one's Monica. I didn't even tell you her name. This is Monica. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. Monica. So I'm a little concerned about this one over here. There we go. I think the other one's doing good though. The other one. Anyway, let me know, plant people. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm going to come back to the comments. But yeah, we got Sabrina, Monica, Wendy, Gigi, my dog that you can't see. Nice. Perfect. Good. I'm going to need some dirt too for Sabrina because I have a pot for her actually that's going to be perfect. But I do need some dirt. So thank you for the plant help. I appreciate it. What? Really? Oh man, she is thirsty? Okay. All right. Consensus now. We're getting conflicting reports. Oh, do you mean Monica? Are you talking about Monica? Monica, and look at this. I have a little dropper. I use this because I don't want to overwater. You have a cactus in Northern Europe. Oh man, I bet. Does your cactus have a name, James? What's your cactus's name? I would love to get a cactus plant. I also want to get like a snake. I want more plants. I would like an aloe plant. Sabrina looking happy. Yeah, go Sabrina. I like Sabrina a lot. Is it squishy? If the leaves are firm, no need to water. Yes, they're firm. Yes, especially Sabrina's. Because I'm not going to lie, I have gotten a succulent in the past too. from a friend of mine. It was a gift, actually. Shout out to my friend Kim. But I overwatered that one, or I think it was too cold or something. I don't. Yeah, so it's not like I'm not trying to kill the plants here, people. When did you? No need to water. When did you last water it? Sabrina, I got Sabrina a week ago on Sunday. So I've only had Sabrina for a few days. And I only gave her like a droplet of water since I've had her. Otherwise, she came from the plant lady. And I think the plant lady told Kristen, my godmother, to keep the soil moist until it's uppotted, but we weren't exactly sure. She wasn't exactly 100% sure. We're not sure. So I appreciate all the info, people. I know overwatering, it's better to underwater than to overwater, right? No. I do not like that show, actually. No, I actually don't even know. I got this. She sent it to me in the mail for the holiday. It was either for Christmas or my birthday, whatever. And when I opened the box, that's just the name that popped into my head when I opened it. Yeah. But no, it's not from the TV show Friends. No disrespect to anybody that likes that show. But never got into it. It just, I mean, can respect it for what it is, but never got, not my jam. Not my jam there. I was watching Seinfeld. Not saying people can't watch both, but do you have a garden at your pad too? No, I have a deck. I could put some plants out there. I could. But yeah, I'm an apartment dweller right now. So no, I don't have a yard. I wish I did. One day, I hope to. That would be really nice. I would love to make like a little fairy garden. That would be great. But yeah, thanks to everybody again for the plant help. So a consensus, Monica and Sabrina are both fine. Oh, I should have turned on my bird lamp. Forgot to turn on the bird lamp. And then there's this cute little side one too, Sabrina there. So they're really cute. Plants are just fun, right? They're fun. Yeah. All right. Friends, the TV show. Yeah. That's what he was talking about. Yeah. And yeah. And she was that was Courtney Cox's character, I believe. Yes, Monica. But yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, the name just popped into my head. Yeah. And then with Sabrina, that name didn't outwardly pop in my head. I was kind of looking at her for a little while and I was like, I don't really know. But speaking of witches, I love Sabrina the Teenage Witch. My next plant, oh my gosh, my next plant is going to be Samantha from Bewitched. I'm already excited. I don't even have it yet. No, I don't have anything recent. No. Nothing new to report recently. Trying to think. No. But funny enough, though, I was just thinking about like, I haven't really had any weirdness happen recently. I'm trying to think though, was there something like in the kitchen? I feel like, if I have to think about it this hard, obviously nothing. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary. No. What about you? I did see Bald Eagle really close last weekend as well. That was really amazing. All right. Adios. Hockey. A key. Yeah. It's time. Hockey time. Isn't a key always? Seriously, my Spanish is so bad. I really need to get on Duolingo. But yeah, it's 7:07. It's almost game time over here as well. Enjoy your hockey. Summer home. Thank you for joining. All right. Anything else? Otherwise, gonna probably wrap it up because probably bring my dog outside and then turn on the game, make something to eat, which is TBD. So got a poppin' Friday night over here, people. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. It's been fun. I've enjoyed the stream tonight. My sister, oh really? When she was in her 20s and 30s? That's cool. Yeah. And then too, when I was younger, at one point, I did get that, the Rachel haircut. But my hair is naturally curly, so it didn't look like that anyway. Like I had to fix it and straighten it. But at one point I did get that haircut. And man, I wonder if I could find a picture of that somewhere. But yeah, I did get that haircut at one point in time. That must have been in like maybe 96 or something, 97 roughly when I got that haircut. Yeah. So, all right. Yes, you're just working. Quiet isn't bad, right? Yeah. No news stories. Yeah. I just feel like there's something I'm forgetting about. Because sometimes just because, yeah, I mean, we could get into that. There's so many other timelines like going on at the same time. Like aliens, are they time travelers? Are they actually aliens? How many of me's out there are doing similar things, just slightly different right now? But one kind of cool thing was that meteor. That was so cool seeing videos of that. Whoa, what? So that meteor was really cool. Walking the dog. Yeah, seriously. Lots of walking. Lots of walking. Yeah. My dog loves to be outside. I mean, what dog doesn't? But she also loves loves running. And I don't love to run. I actively try to not run. So there's a lot of walking that goes on to suffice. Yeah. No, I wish I could. I tried to do it as a kid though. Because oh my God, I loved Bewitched as a kid. I was obsessed with I Dream of Jeannie as well. Watching Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, Little House on the Prairie, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, Bonanza too, but Little House on the Prairie, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Seinfeld. So eclectic mix, but I've talked about that before. But yeah. Anyway, I wish I could. Yeah. Valerie, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I can't wait to hang out in pretty much just right around the corner. So I'm excited to hang out and see you. Looking forward to that. And so great to have you on the channel, on the show. I appreciate that. Oh, I like the early. What does that look like? Hold on. Now I'm sidetracked before I go. Because I watched the newer Sabrina. I don't want to Google it because I feel like I should know what it looks like without Googling it. But I'm going to look it up. Now that I'm looking at the new Sabrina, I'm like, oh, Sabrina cartoon. 1970s. Was there a Sabrina cartoon in that? I believe you. I don't know about this cartoon. I'm just looking at the images. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I know about her. Yeah. But yeah, I liked her. But which comes to mind, the cartoon Sabrina is the modern day one. But I like them all. And I just like that name. I think that is like a really cool name as well. Sabrina. Kind of funny that Sabrina was a spin-off. Oh, of the Archies. I did not know that. Okay. Cool. Fun fact. I'm learning all sorts of stuff. All right. Thanks again to everybody for joining. I got to look up the Brittany Griner thing and all the reminders, the Survivor reminder. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. And again, as a Timberwolves fan, go Wolves tonight. As an astrologer, because I made the prediction that the Wolves are going to win. Go Wolves. But again, as an astrologer, I do stay objective, or I try my best. But yeah, I'm excited to see the game tonight. I hope it's a good one. I think it's going to be a close one. But I got the Wolves again winning by about 3-9. Hopefully they bounce back tonight. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And like I said in the past, and I'll always keep saying, it's really fun to like go back to the chart and like check my work, so to speak. So I'm stuck in my Survivor buff right now. All right. Yes, I saw her. Yep, she was the blonde one. Nate, how you doing? Appreciate you joining. I was just about to pop off. I'm gonna go off. But always good to see you. How's it going? Hope everything is faring well on your end. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Oh, yeah, that is a good question. I bet they were. That seems kind of like the same thing, right? Yeah, I'm looking up Sabrina. She's got short, like blonde hair. She's wearing a little headband. And oddly enough, they're like, if you Google image search Sabrina cartoon, 1970s, I'm going to do it again. Okay. I was like, there should be way more images. Should I just share quick before I go? I'll just share quick before I go. Here she is. You guys see her? There. There's Sabrina. All right. Yeah. A total of 3. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I knew of at least 1, 2, but 3, I don't know. Actually, I think that's a Netflix show, right? Isn't that like a real people show? A real people show? Oh man, we don't have time tonight. Yeah, on why one should not join one. Yes, yes. How about we just say it simply like, follow your own path, follow your own lantern, okay? You don't need to grab somebody else's lantern. You have your own lantern, you follow that lantern, okay? You follow that. And that lantern is lit. It will keep you out of the dark, okay? So let's all follow our own lanterns. Like the hermit card in the tarot. The tarot. All right. Thank you, Corey. It's always good seeing you, hearing from you. Yes, until next time. Again, hopefully I'm going to try to stream on Sunday for game 3. All right. So I'll try to post that a little bit sooner. Yes, super cute. Oh, yeah, totally. And I like the little headband. Oh my gosh, Asia, there you are. I was talking about you earlier, Asia, because we were having a little plant talk. Asia, you missed the plant talk? And yeah, I gave you a shout out because you got that green thumb. And I was talking about Wendy. As you know, you gave me the clipping. You have Wendy's mother. And then, yeah, I was talking about succulents, Sabrina. So that's how we got on the topic of Sabrina. And then I was talking about Monica, but yeah. And Asia, I know you said this before, that you're not good with succulents, but Asia's got a great green thumb. All right. People, anything else? Have you seen any Star Wars people yet? Downtown? Anybody? No? All right. I'm going to take a sip of water. Cheers. Go Wolves. Randy Moss will be looking for you on the side. Let's keep our peepers peeled for KG. And again, there's been no announcement that I know of since I've started streaming. But Kevin Garnett, it would be really great if you actually came to the game tonight. Because, hypothetically, if you think about it, there might not be a Game 5. So it could be your last opportunity, last chance summer dance. But again, circling back to what I talked about before, KG's that Taurus, that bull. It can't be pushed easily. So even if everybody's like, KG, you should come back. And it's like, I'm thinking about it too. Like, he could have all the more reason to be like, oh, well, don't push me. Like, I'll come back when I'm good and ready. So might be more like that. But man, it would be so cool. It would be so cool. So cool. All right. Everybody, again, thank you for joining. Going back to Asia. Hi. All right. Asia, hopefully I'll see you soon too. All right. Taking that down. Game prediction, game 2. If you want to follow me on any of the things, here are the things. I still call it Twitter. I'm always going to call it Twitter. And I will continue to call it Twitter. Seriously, Grandizer, you beat me to it. That is so funny. My gosh. We make time. Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. Sorry, okay. Nate, all right. I'm doing the Minnesota goodbye. I do this every time, but it's fine. I don't think you were on the stream when I talked about this. I was like, no more cousins singing. Yes. And now this stream we were talking about getting a seal clap sound, or like a seal sounder. I got to write that down too. But yes, we have been saved finally. Praise be, praise the universe that we do not have to listen to Oh What a Beautiful Morning by none other than Pizza Ranch Boy any longer. Okay, that's hilarious. Yeah, oh my gosh, I would have liked to been, just like how I would have liked Cousins to never have been on the team. I would have liked to have never have to listen to that either, but we found it. We had to stick through it, and we all suffered together. We were all suffering together. It's hilarious. Jade reviews the movie The Mysterious 2. Shut the Front Door. Oh god, is that it? I would imagine that's actually a movie. I've never heard of it. I don't like scary movies. I don't like them. I love scary and paranormal and all that stuff, but the movies, I don't like them. I don't know. I don't watch like any movies anymore though, to be honest. You got some new plants. Nice. I'm gonna have to come over and check them out. But yeah, Sabrina, nice. No Star Wars peeps. I'm so shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, there's got to be people dressed up because it's Star Wars night at Twins game. If anybody missed that tonight. Yes, thank you, thank you. Maybe I'll see you all Sunday. You have a great week too. All right. Just gonna get through the rest of them here and then gonna pop off. Or I'll fly off on my broom. All right. The movie, oh, okay. Well, it scared you. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I don't know. Was it about cults? Oh, okay. Which goes with your last Sunday topic, cults. All right. Yeah. And those older ones, like the old Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like that's actually really scary. Like that's scary. Terrifying. Bye, Sherry. You have a great Friday, great weekend. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to have you. All right, Asia. Yep. See you soon. Always good to have you, Asia. All right. Ryan, I like JJ. Yeah, there we go. And two, with JJ McCarthy now, maybe we can incorporate something like a fun dog video. Let's do that because we know JJ McCarthy, his dog's name is Marley. Maybe every touchdown pass, we're going to do a fun dog clip. Let's do that, okay? I'm going to write that down too. We always come up with the best ideas in here. It's a collective effort. It really is. Dog clips for JJ touchdowns. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, because come on. Or dogs catching frisbees. Because that's the best halftime entertainment, people, at a sporting event that I have seen. Dogs catching frisbees. It's fun every time. Every time. Every time. I was almost at the point. Don't. Oh, I thought you were just going to say in general, like living in Florida. Okay. I know. We all had to suffer through it. But aren't they great memories that we could talk about now? And two, maybe when the Falcons and the Vikings play, we might have to play it again. Maybe. Come back during don't let that scare you away. But yeah, it was awful. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, I played this clip of Kirk Cousins singing every time he scored a touchdown. And it was like years of that. After we found the clip, and I don't know who actually found it, but he was on some show or something. He actually, to give him credit, he does have a decent voice, like a singing voice. He does. Okay. I've never seen either of them. And yes, I have not seen Silence of the Lambs. And that's like, I should probably see it. But yes, like shit like that. That's scary. And like, I saw The Sixth Sense in theaters. And that's like a really good movie. But that, like, I loved it. But it also scared the shit out of me as well. Misha Barton under the bed. In The Sixth Sense, she pushes the box. The lady walking the person that was on the bike in The Sixth Sense, walking past the car. I do. Easily distracted. I find tinsel distracting. All right. Go up in the attic and grab the aluminum pole, okay? It's a Festivus for the rest of us. I am almost at the point of lighting. Don't! But I have yeah, there you go. Wear your sunscreen. Stay covered. Stay out of the sun. Do all the things, Nate, okay? Take care of yourself down there. That is all I hear. Like, I gotta see it, and then it's a great movie. So I should probably see it at some point. And because I'd probably like it, All right. Anthony Hopkins, right? Jodie Foster. Yeah. Yes. It looks creepy. That's the point. But I should watch it. Yeah. I will. Maybe I can do a watch along at some point in time. Maybe we can do that. Maybe I can do that. Maybe this summer. The Silence of the Lambs summer stream. What is it streaming on? I can find out. Maybe we'll do that. I'll write it down. All right. I'll write it down. And then I am going to go, you guys. I'm going to go. I could hang out with you guys all night. I really could. But my dog heard the motion. She's like, what? We're going outside. All right. Silence of the Lambs. All right. Here we go. Okay. Got it written down. The nerd notes never stop, but that's okay. Jade said, yeah, exactly. And it's just funny to me that, oh, Jane, you're so mean to Kurt. And now all those people are just saying the same thing that I did. Because I wasn't even ever mean. I just said he's never going to lead the team to a Super Bowl. And he's subpar. Not worth it. Oh, but I mean, don't support this. Okay. Who's saying it now? Anyway, I'll stop. But onwards and upwards with the Vikings, all right? Done and dusted with Pizza Ranch Boy. My prediction is that if the Vikings are middle of the pack by midseason, we stick with Sam Darnold. Why not? Why not? I mean, let's not risk any injury, unnecessarily. And give Sam Darnold a chance too. And how often do we see quarterbacks come straight from college and totally excel in the NFL right away? Rarely. Takes them a little while, Got to let things marinate for a little bit. Watch both movies this weekend. You will be thrilled. That's a tall order. I'll try. I will try watching at least one before the Viking season. How about Silence of the Lambs? All right. Sees a flick people die. Is Tinsel Asia? That's hilarious. It's from Festivus from Seinfeld. George's dad. He just it's like a side quip, and it's just, or it's not really a side quip, but he's talking about how at Festivus they do an aluminum pole because it requires no decoration. And then he says, I find tinsel distracting, So, yeah. But yeah, maybe you're tinseling. Maybe we're all just tinseling. We're all just distracted and tinseling. So that's what we can call being distracted now. I'm just tinseling. Okay. Thanks, Nate. You too. Take it easy. Always good to see you. I hope in a good way. Okay. I hope in a good way. All right. I would sit JJ. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that would be a smart idea. And let's see this, quarterback whisper that Kevin O'Connell supposedly is. All right. Is it going to be like a Robert Redford situation here? Okay. Scarlett Johansson. It's the horse whisperer, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Which actually, I had to get dragged to that movie because I was younger, but it's actually a really good movie. And I believe based off of a true story that was written into a book. So, all right, people. Here we go. That's funny. Okay, good. Oh, good. Yeah, I do that. Okay, I do that too when I'm on YouTube on accident, when I'm on other people. And I don't really know what it does. Hopefully it helps the algorithm or whatever, but thank you. I appreciate that. I don't see them what I'm doing right now, but I don't really know what they do either. So, but thank you. We appreciate the hearts. But yeah, I've done that on other channels too. When I just on accident, I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. Thank you. Peace out. I appreciate that. Yes, I like that idea. Let's push for that. James, you got all these good ideas for names, I tell you. I thought that was called tinsel. What? We'll talk about it. Oh, yeah. No, well, it is distracting. I'm also getting distracted, but in a good way. Tinsel. It's like shiny penny, like squirrel, that type of thing. Right. But we find tinsel distracting. We celebrate Festivus. Bye. Let it be a Festivus for the rest of us. And all right, Timberwolves fans. All right, let's see. Hopefully Wolves got game 2. Again, my prediction, Wolves win by 3 to 9 points and tie it up. And hopefully see you guys Sunday. Planning on doing another prediction for game 3. Appreciate everybody joining tonight. Always good to see you. Have a great Friday. And